Over the past few days, events have unfolded surrounding President Donald Trump posting a GIF. The GIF is an edit of an old video of Trump where he wrestles a man to the ground at WWE. The GIF replaces the man's face with the CNN logo. As expected, the fake news organization went mental and acted astonished that the president didn't delete the tweet or apologize. But then, on the 4th of July, in an article by Andrew Kaczynski, CNN reported how it tracked down the creator of the meme through Reddit, discovered his biographical information, contacted the person who used the username Han_Solo, and then the person issued a full apology. In the article, Kaczynski reports how CNN has decided not to reveal the personal information of the Reddit user since he has apologized and removed the offending posts. Quote, CNN is not publishing Han_Solo's name because he is a private citizen who has issued an extensive statement of apology, showed his remorse by saying he has taken down all of the offending posts, and because he said he is not going to repeat this ugly social media behavior again. In addition, he said his statement could serve as an example to others not to do the same. The article then states that, quote, CNN reserves the right to publish his identity should any of that change, unquote. This is very clearly blackmail. From their own article, we can tell that CNN obtained the personal information of the Reddit user, contacted him, demanded he apologize, which he did, and now holds that information over him, ready to dox him if he ever invokes their ire again. And this also serves as a warning to anyone else critical of CNN. Since publishing the article, hashtag CNN Blackmail has been trending for several hours now on Twitter, and even the likes of Donald Trump Jr. have joined in the condemnation of CNN for their actions. Actions which are not just the definition of unethical and immoral, but as numerous people have pointed out, are illegal as they are a violation of that individual's constitutional rights. What CNN has done is attempt to send a message that, despite all the cries of fake news and criticism they have faced, and the well-known fact that cable news media is dying, they still have the power to ruin a person's life. CNN went after the person who made that GIF as an example to their enemies that they still have a long reach and can hurt you if you cross their path. And although this is not substantiated as far as I'm aware, it's been circulating that the Reddit user was 15 years old. This vile and villainous behavior should be deeply disturbing to anyone concerned with the preservation of freedom of speech, as CNN is openly violating it without any sense of moral wrongdoing. And perhaps more disturbing is the support other news sites such as Huffington Post are showing for CNN. But the most disturbing notion is that, in a few days' time, this will all go quiet. CNN will go on unscathed, and justice will not be served. And I need to make this very, very clear. This cannot be allowed to happen. If we do nothing, if we send our silly insults at CNN on Twitter today, and then forget about it tomorrow, if CNN goes unpunished, this will happen again. We can see numerous examples in Europe and now in the United States of people's freedom of speech being compromised by an aggressive and increasingly militant left. And again, as Edmund Burke said so brilliantly, the only thing necessary for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. We cannot stand by and let CNN get away with this. Now, I don't know exactly what we can do here, but here are some suggestions. Number 1. A lawsuit or legal action. This is the most direct and probably most successful attempt at damaging CNN financially as well as its public image. And there is absolutely a legal case to be made here. However, I think the only person who can really file this lawsuit at this point would be the Reddit user, and I imagine that right now he is scared out of his wits. Number 2. Petition CNN sponsors to pull their advertising. People have compiled a list of the companies which advertise on CNN, and one possible avenue at hurting them financially is to demand that these sponsors pull their ads from CNN. However, this will likely have little effect as I'm both not sure how effective an online petition would be, or if the sponsors would even care. Number 3. A boycott of CNN. Another direct action that we can take would be to avoid watching CNN, giving their articles clicks, or watching their news clips online, and encouraging those around us to do the same. Again, I'm not sure how effective this would be, but it's worth a try. Number 4. Call for those in power to take action. As the response from Donald Trump Jr. shows, those in positions of power and influence are aware of CNN's actions and are against them. And getting support from these public and influential figures will be a great benefit, because while we, the ordinary people, have little to no impact on what these corporate giants do, finding allies in high places will be a great help. And number 5, hashtag Mediagate. This is an idea I've had for a while now, and it comes from the 2014 to 2015 campaign against unethical practices and corruption in the video game journalism industry known as Gamergate. In this instance, tens of thousands of individuals were able to, through constant pressure on these gaming sites and the investigative efforts to unearth the corruption, effect a change and reform in the ethics policies of these sites. And I think it's high time that this same sort of campaign was waged against the media, especially organizations such as CNN, because with stunts like this, these sites have crossed the threshold of not just publishing biased news stories, but openly and repeatedly violating basic journalistic integrity, ethics, morality, and now the law. And just look at these other cases. So what I'm asking here is that anyone interested in holding the media to account, to finally stopping the fake news, organize into a campaign to unearth the corrupt, immoral, illegal, and unethical practices by organizations like CNN. Because again, if we do nothing, if we let the hashtag fade into the background, CNN will do this again and again and again. We cannot be bullied into silence. We have to act. Thank you.
Issue, the public, 2/3 or more of the public knows that Hillary Clinton's a liar. She can't be trusted, and now the two faces of Hillary Clinton are coming out. The fact, through WikiLeaks, that she says one thing and...
Oh, no. All right, let's see if we can get Congressman Collins back. Obviously, we just lost this satellite.